the girl I love, and I'm like, forget you.
I'm looking to get some experience in how to use everything a bit more, because before all I used was just the photography. Can't wait to do some proper photo shoots.
So far, I've been doing sound and been doing interviews and camera work. I've learned how to do interviews with people, also setting up cameras. I think I've been learning a lot more here than I have been in TAC.
Today was actually the very first time that we went and did a live shoot, and I think everyone was really confident and really excited about it, and they knew what they wanted to do. But I think when they went out actually and did it kind of almost in the real world, they got a wee bit of a shock that it maybe wasn't just as easy as they thought. So for me that was brilliant, that you don't learn in the classroom, you don't learn in textbooks or talking about it, you learn by getting out and doing.
I learned how to use most of the equipment and learned new things about them, what I wouldn't have known before. I met a lot of new friends, Dara, Sean, Daniel, and all the rest of them are really good friends.
Well, ooh, I've got some news for you. Yeah, go to run tell your little boy free. See you driving round town with the girl I love, and I'm like,
We've just designed the logos and just the sleeve of the DVD. I've learnt a bit more in Photoshop than what I did know, because I've been messing about with it before, but I never really understood it all.
Today we were making the booklet, and we got some great ideas and how to write it, and taught how you take notes practically.
Learned an awful lot more than what I knew. I thought I knew a lot, but then came and met these guys, and now I know an awful lot more. Learned a lot of stuff in Photoshop and in After Effects. I hadn't used it before, so it was good to learn how to use it.
Basically, I want to see more projects like this for young people to get into and have the experience of what I had, because it's absolutely brilliant to do.
I'm going to miss it loads. Hope maybe to do another project or something like it. But for now, I just go back to TAC and use everything that I've learnt in my work.
I work with First Class Drama with Stephanie, and I've done different projects north and south, but this is the first project we've undertaken down here. We're doing it in Banbridge and in Kilkeel and in Armagh and Lurgan, so there's a lot of different aspects, and it seems to be in areas that have never had anything like this before, which is a great bonus. You just get great experience from the kids, as I was saying, some of them's never done anything like this before. I'm watching the performance the last day. That'll be really good for me to see, because it's knowing that they have done this from scratch, in 8 weeks to put a show together. For anybody to do that, it's amazing. The children have done really well, and some of them are as young as 4, and that's just really, really good.
Our aim for a project like this is basically to incorporate, as I say, kids from different areas, give them the opportunity to do a little bit of cross-community work. I think these kind of projects are very worthwhile to get kids together from different areas, and it gives them a chance to integrate and get to know each other, basically.
Well, I go to lots of different things. Really? I go to drama on Wednesdays as well. It builds my confidence. I go to rainbow guides, and I go to football, and I go to gymnastics. Because my friends were going to rainbow guides, I felt left out, so Mummy decided that I was allowed to go to rainbow guides.
Well, I have actually 3 children here, 2 boys and a girl, and they were a bit dubious the first week, but after the first week they loved it, and they wanted to come back the rest of the time. They've definitely been happy when they come out and they talk about it for the rest of the night.
This project has 4 parts really. So the first part was an art project between 2 primary schools where they worked together from different sides of the community to put together a bench or a piece of art that was going in a public area. The second part of the project was secondary schools working together to create original films about identity and how they feel about different things. The third part of the project was community workshops, which we did drama and dance workshops in each of the 4 areas, and then they were to put on a little performance at our public performance, which is what we were doing today. And then our final part of the project was our mentor group.
Every week in our meetings we done drama and dance, and we split it up evenly, so we done an hour and a half of drama and an hour and a half of dance. And then today was our first performance, and this was in Banbridge, and we had our community classes of the kids which we were teaching.
We've been doing a show in front of our mum and dad, and we've been doing poems and learning about teeth.
My favourite part so far has been mentoring the younger kids in the community classes and teaching them and seeing them like progress.
And we take a big bag and everybody goes, yay!
Street dance basically is a form of dance that was used to bring young people from the Kilkeel community, from all sections of the community together to get involved in performing a dance routine. And the whole idea was to try and open the programme out to young people, no matter what community they came from, and it was very successful in doing that. The programme has gone extremely well. The young people put together a routine.
I think it's made it easier to make friends and come together with different people, and it's built our confidence levels up, and it makes it easier to talk. And performing was also a thing that we were really scared about, but it was easy once we got into it. Like,
It's good and make good friends from different communities.
We've had a diverse range of programmes being offered right across the Educational Levy Board's area. We've had 2 intergenerational programmes, mural projects, anti-racism programmes, cultural relations programmes, and in schools we've had 4 primary schools in the Craigavon area who, through the medium of basketball, were able to look at community relations issues, and that worked extremely well.
So you can just follow instructions. 4, 5, 6, 7.
It's worthwhile in quite a few areas. I mean, the kids definitely gain something from it. They gain an understanding about inclusion, about integration, and they're introduced to the words, you know, those types of words that they maybe have heard before and don't really have an understanding. And from that side of things, it's beneficial for them. They get experience of how that then relates back into physical activity. They come together as groups, they're mixing down below, doing their Olympic postures and so on and so forth. So from that point of view, I think it is definitely a worthwhile project.
Well, down there you did the boxercise where you did moves from Lady Gaga, and then you did dunks and dishes and teamwork games.
Took part in it with all my friends and all, and just enjoyed it. It was really fun, and the people were really nice.
The whole point about it is taking young people through a journey, really. So it is. So it's from the start to the finish. It's about the progression of the young people, the confidence building, their capacity building, and the whole aim of it really is anti-sectarianism and anti-racism. So it's for the young people to realise, you know, how to become more non-sectarian, more, you know what I mean, and work with different communities and different ethnic minorities and also different religions. Age range, most of our programmes will be 11 up to 25-year-olds, so they would. Some of our programmes are also intergenerational as well, so we work with younger people and older people and bring them together, so it really covers everything.
Show him what I got.